How are you, friends? Animal Farm is a wonderful novel in which animals revolt against humans, bring about our revolution. It is written in the context of 1917 of Soviet Russia. In fact, a character named Napoleon clearly portrays Soviet dictator Joseph Stalin in it. This entire novel is a story of this revolution and its characters. By making animal characters with faces like them, what is this novel like? What doubt arises in the end? That is its story. This is such a story that never gets old. Why should we read this novel? Why is its story so important? You will know right now. So friends, according to the story, there is a farmhouse named Old Major in a farm near Valentine in England, who is always drunk. His servants are also thieves. The animals on the farm do not even get food on time. Pig named Old Major gathers all the animals on the farm, and then he tells them that we animals are made to do a lot of hard work. Humans make us do very little, but give us a little food in return. And then when someone tells them they are not able to do anything, they are not able to do anything. If the animal is not of any use to the master, then it is sent away mercilessly. Animals have become slaves, and humans are responsible for this slavery. If humans are removed from the scene, then problems like hunger and hardship of animals will be eradicated from the root. Old Major is the one who can stop animals from rebelling against humans. Even if this rebellion or revolution does not come in your life, start it from today. It will come someday. He also tells his future generations to continue this message. In his speech, Major gives them the slogan, "The one who walks on 2 legs is your enemy. The one with 4 legs is your friend." That is, all animals are brothers. Along with this, Old Major also advised the animals that when you get angry with humans, do not adopt their evils. Do not act like them. No animal will live in the house of humans, will not sleep on the bed, will not wear clothes, will not drink alcohol or smoke tobacco, that is, cigarettes, etc., will not even touch money and will not do business. Because all the habits of humans are evil, Old Major reminds them, i.e. animals, of a revolutionary song called Beasts of England. The meaning of this song was something like this: "Animals of England and Ireland, may you be blessed with a bright future. Day will come when the rule of humans will be overturned. Only animals will run in the fields of England. The noses will disappear from our faces. We will throw away the harness from our waist. The cruel law will never reign on our backs. We will have the most precious wealth, and all the food and drink will be ours. Fields of England will shine. Water will be clear. We will be happy. Whether we live for a day or not, we still have to work for it." Friends, Old Major's speech ends with the poem. A few days after this, he is killed and is buried in a garden inside the farm. But the idea of freedom given by Old Major and the song of England's animals is on the tongue of every animal. They keep preparing themselves for the rule of the animals. Then suddenly, without any preparation, they get the opportunity of revolution. It is like Jones and his men do not feed the animals for a few days in their neglect. The hungry animals wait for a while, but then they attack the storehouse. During this, Jones, that is, the owner of the farm, and his men try to push the animals back by picking up sticks, but the hungry animals fight them bravely. Jones and these few people are thrown out of the farm. Jones leaves the farm with his companions. Now Jones had also raised a crow whose name was Moses. This crow is actually an agent of Master Jones, used to spy on the animals, warn them about their thoughts. To stop the animals from the path of revolution and rebellion, he used to entertain them by telling them stories. He used to tell the animals about an empty place called Sugar Candy Mountain, a mountain of sweets, that when you die, you will actually go to the sweets. You go there, you will go to that place where you will not have to work hard. There, you will learn a lot all the time. This story was so that the animals compromise with the situation and do not rebel against their master Jones. Be thankful for whatever he has given them. After this crow used to listen to sweet toffee stories will also run away with Jones. Here in the farm, the animals are very happy. They enjoy their freedom for a few days and they break their reins, harnesses, and chains, etc., calling them the symbols of slavery, whatever can be burnt in the farm. They also change the name of the manor farm to Animal Farm and find out its address. After this, the animals make a green cloth their flag and put a horn and a horse's hoof on it. This horn and the hoof are for the animal's identity. Every Sunday, that flag is raised in the farm, and all the animals gather around it, sing the song of the beasts of England. After this, their meetings are held. These agreements are passed in the meetings on the basis of opinion. The democratic style, most important one that is passed, is 7 commandments. First commandment says that whoever walks on 2 legs is our enemy. The second commandment says that 4-legged animals are our friends. The third commandment says that no animal will wear clothes. According to the fourth, no animal will sleep on a bed. According to the fifth, no animal will drink alcohol. According to the sixth, no animal will kill another animal. Seventh says that all animals are equal. In these 7 commandments, animals become the basic principles of the new kingdom. Their leaders become their rulers. According to them, political implementation starts. That is, all the animals take decisions of the farm together. This implementation is not being led by all the animals. There is no need for it. Rather, only one community living in the farm, that is, the pigs, lead it. 2 pigs, 1 Snowball and 1 Napoleon, become leaders. A third pig, Squealer, starts playing the role of their assistant. That is, all of you have translated it, friends, according to the pigs. The reason for them becoming leaders is simple. No animal knows what all the animals have to do after these clubs, how to live under which system and how to defend their freedom. Pigs are a little more intelligent than other animals. They very soon learn to read and write, understand things like humans. They keep expanding their vision by reading the books kept in the farmhouse and become leaders. In comparison to them, other animals do not even try to read or learn new ways. For example, a horse, boxer, cannot learn beyond ABCD. He has read the alphabets beyond this, but forgets them. They're not at all interested in reading books and learning new things. Most of the animals are not able to remember the commandments. For their convenience, pigs do this. They make a slogan by combining the first and the second commandments, one shot, and say, remember it. 4 legs good, 2 legs bad. 2 legs good, 2 legs bad. Meaning humans are bad. So now this slogan, 4 legs good, 2 legs bad, is written on the top of the barn. Now all the animals sleep at night. In fact, the sheep keep repeating it in the form of a chorus while walking. 4 legs good, 2 legs bad. They keep chanting it together. Now all the animals start living happily. Only one mare, Molly, fond of eating sweets, leaves the farm and runs away with humans. None of the other animals go out of the farm. After this, it happens that all the animals start working on their own farm, and all the animals themselves become Napoleon and Snowball. That means Napoleon and Snowball start ruling over all the animals. In a way, they take the place of Joan. The meetings of the animals, these 2 present all the things. The rest just vote on them. With time, these 2 pillars of strength, Napoleon and Snowball, start becoming incompatible, keep increasing, then become enemies. Both oppose each other's every agreement. As a result, 2 factions start forming among the animals. One faction supports Snowball, the other supports Napoleon. Out of these 2, Snowball is more intelligent. He is a charismatic leader. He talks from his heart. He reads more books. He keeps presenting new plans for the welfare of animals. Therefore, the more intelligent animals, who are mature, also love him. In comparison to this, Napoleon has the highest number of pigs. He keeps criticizing everything. Whoever tells them anything, they follow everything without thinking. So, friends, despite competing with each other, they are on the same page about their community. That is, pigs. They keep the best food produced in the farm for their community only. They do not give it to anyone else. Like, the farm has the best milk, i.e. the best milk of cows, so they drink it only. All the apples produced in the farm are also eaten by pigs. The rest of the animals are told that pigs need good food to stay healthy. If they are not healthy, then how will they reduce the difficulty of leadership? 4 legs good, 2 legs bad. Sheep and the rest of the animals listen to the song of power and they become more aggressive. It is a beautiful logic. Now see that the animals are not getting the best food and there is no difference of opinion. But in the matter of governance, the power sharing between Napoleon and Snowball starts increasing. It increases so much that enmity develops. Then during this, it happens that one day Jones and his men try to take back their farmhouse. Jones has weapons. He attacks the farm with them. On this occasion, Snowball, who is a true leader, acts as a true leader. He had read the book on Roman warfare before the fight, so he had learned something from it. For in the light of that, he now defends his farm like a true commander. After that, he gives the impression that he has become healthy, and he starts retreating. But soon Jones's team gets trapped in a very tight place. Here, according to the strategy, the animals attack from all sides. Snowball himself leads this attack on the front. Jones attacks. Snowball is hit by the firing of the horse, but he does not back off and forces Jones to run away by hitting him. Seeing him running, the rest of his employees also run away. So these animals win their first war against humans. Now, in celebration of the victory, there is a celebration. Snowball and the horse boxer are seen to be very brave. Both of them get medals. The animals capture and bury near their flagstone. This flag is then raised on various occasions for salute. Apart from this, day-old Major first conceived the club and gave a song. His skull also comes out of the grave and is placed near the flag. All the animals are named Sunday because it was fought at the same place where they live, where their victory takes place. Perhaps this thing might be interesting for you, friends, but we are talking about the Battle of the Cowshed, which, according to the story, was fought on the 12th of October. Well, after this battle, Jones never comes back, and he dies in some unknown place in the world. After this, everything starts going well for the animals to a great extent. But after the Battle of the Cowshed, things start changing in a way. A very big turning point comes. Snowball tells the animals that he wants to make a windmill. You already know that Snowball is a pig with a technical mindset who is interested in making new things. He reads about machines every day and then keeps innovating for the betterment of animals, his machines. He thinks, then he has an idea that if the animals together create a big windmill, then they can generate electricity from it. Then the machines will run with electricity. That is, the one that cuts fodder and the other machine which works in the farm. This will mean that the animals will not have to work very hard in the farm again. But now, Snowball gives them the good news that in the future, they will have to work only for 3 days. So the animals are very happy that they will have 4 days off. But now, this was also the place where Napoleon openly came to compete with Snowball. He did not want, under any circumstances, that Snowball becomes the most favored leader of the animals, and he goes to the second category. Napoleon prepares a conspiracy to make the windmill plan unsuccessful. On the day of voting, i.e., when it is to be decided whether the windmill should be installed or not, Napoleon takes a dangerous step because he was sure that Snowball would win the vote, prove to be the biggest leader. Here we would like to tell you that long ago, Napoleon had started training a lot of small dogs when he was also a puppy by separating them from the rest of the animals on the pretext of training them in a secret hidden place. Now, these dogs had grown up and matured. They would follow Napoleon's instruction. So on the day of voting at the windmill, voting was to be done. Napoleon came along with them, ordered in a bid that these dogs should attack Snowball. Snowball is attacked with difficulty. He escapes from there to save his life and comes out through a hole present, the wall of the farm. After this, he never returns to them. After leaving the farm, Napoleon takes complete control of the farm. If any animal speaks against this control, then he starts ruling like a dictator. Napoleon's dogs are always with him. These dogs protect him even when he eats, drinks, and sleeps. In their presence, no animal can ever come close to Napoleon or talk to him. Napoleon distances himself from the common animals. Most of his work is done by his assistant, Squealer. Only he can reach the animals. You can understand that he is his spokesman or his spokesperson. This is the translation. Napoleon now declares the animal farm as a republic, i.e., a democracy, and becomes its head. But in reality, there is no such thing called democracy there. The animals, through which voting takes place in the family, are declared unnecessary and abolished. Napoleon always has this fear that someone might do something against him, so that they do not revolt against him. He makes the animal song, Beasts of England, disappear because it has been given a lesson. In its place, a new song is issued and taught, which all the animals have to sing, which is something like this. Animal farm, oh my dear animal farm, you will never be harmed because of me. In this way, the animals were actually being taught to create a ruckus in the animal farm because this will harm their own farm. After this, Napoleon's propaganda starts to take over the minds of the people. He forces the animals to call him our leader, Comrade Napoleon. Napoleon's portraits are made on the walls. Songs are sung in his name. Song of Napoleon, which was earlier fired only on the occasion of the celebration of revolution and address, is now being fired on Napoleon's birthday as well. The animals are taught that they will sing on every success of the animal farm, saying that under our great leadership, we have got this and that success. We are ready to capture the government. After this, Napoleon starts increasing the power of his community, i.e. pigs and bodyguard dogs. Pigs and dogs in the farm get entangled in the arms of humans. They do not do anything and look different from other animals. The animals are instructed to stand on one side with respect whenever a pig passes by them. The school for the newly born pig children in the farm is also built by other animals. Pigs start ordering famous Bertami magazines like Daily Mirror, etc. on their farm. All the animals on the farm work very hard. Prove to them by counting the numbers that their farm is progressing very fast. Production is increasing continuously. Under Napoleon's leadership, the animal farm is breaking all records of success, etc., etc. Innocent animals like sheep are not able to prove these things wrong. Whenever any animal tries to remind them that everyone was supposed to be equal here, then the pigs cancel his statement. Let us tell you that Squealer, which is their translation, always tells the animals that you have forgotten. Your memory is not good. This matter did not happen like this, but exactly as Napoleon says, it happened exactly like that. Along with this, the animals are also repeatedly scared that if you do not listen to Napoleon, then Jones will come back. That is, your old master will return. You want this? Now, no animal wanted to go back. So now this meant that Napoleon's leadership should be accepted silently. So they would have done this. Anyway, who could have dared to do this in the presence of bloodthirsty dogs? Then, friends, pigs do another thing. They bring back Jones's agent Crow, whose name was Moses. Bam. For this, they color the bear's robe. I've come to know that this crow used to tell this story to the animals. After their death, they will go to a sugar candy mountain present in the sky. Mountain where they get sweet trophies. There they will get rest. They will get a lot of food. They will not have to work hard. Now, if we do it, we will have to ring it. So this crow, now under the instruction of pigs, in its light, starts showing the dreams of Sugar Candy Mountain to these animals again. Disappointed animals, fed up with the revolution, now start listening to his words carefully, then start believing him. There is only one way, that the animals keep working as slaves. The only pride of all these animals, which they were told, was that they will applaud and get news of the progress of their farm, the success of the leader. What a thing. Apart from this, friends, Napoleon keeps distributing inspiration in different places, gets different types of games and shows done to divert the attention of the animals. Why me? Must have understood that under the leadership of Napoleon, this farm was not successful, even according to the story. Rather, was declining badly, and your production was also decreasing. So in such a situation, to establish his leadership among the animals, Napoleon brings the idea of the windmill again. Some animals raised the question that it was not Napoleon's idea. Snowball had it, so its plan would have been stolen in the morning and presented to you. Napoleon had done that time only for show, so that you people can be freed from the wrong kind of pig, Snowball. All the animals are happy on this. Their leader, Napoleon, gets even more premature equation. That is, Napoleon is now putting his placard on his political progress plan. In front of him, the sheep and animals are applauding on it. So anyway, all the animals work together on the windmill. Break stones, sweat blood, toil hard. They break them and work hard. There is no complaint on their tongue. When this windmill is ready, it starts breaking. Pauline did not have the complete idea. Otherwise, that windmill gets destroyed as a result of the storm. Here also takes advantage and declares that this work of destroying the windmill has actually been done by Snowball, because, after leaving the farm, he has been conspiring against it till date. After this, he adopts this nephew to take responsibility for whatever work is getting spoiled in the farm due to his wrong policies. Napoleon starts putting pressure on the animals, spreads the propaganda among them that a conspiracy is being hatched against them. Snowball is still ruling with the help of some traitors present in the farm and is harassing the animals. Every day there are reports that Snowball has written down his plan. These papers are not shown to the animals, only told that there is no paper in the paper. Then one day it happens that Napoleon forces many animals to confess to supporting Snowball. These animals are scared of the dogs, with big teeth, which are terrifying to them. They confess that they are actually plotting against the farm along with 2 dogs. After this, the dogs attack them and kill them all. He moves forward and accuses all the farmhouses and farms of Mr. Friend Request and Mr. Plannington of helping Snowball. He says that he is taking help from the dogs. They are helping him. He tells this to the animals, but they are told that in reality, Snowball had helped humans in the Battle of the Cowshed. He wanted to defeat the animals, along with his old master, Jones. In fact, Snowball was leading the human attack. He had got the slogan of "Long live humanity." Napoleon had injured him by biting him, so that he could not help the human. The animals won. Seeing the terrifying faces of the dogs, they would have accepted a new date. Children are also taken into consideration. He makes the animals work very hard again. This time, the walls of the windmill are made wider so that it can be protected from storm. When the windmill is built, there is no money to install machinery in. In order to collect money, Napoleon starts fighting with the humans against the animals, the animal farm. Whereas earlier it was decided that they will not work with humans. They will not do anything for their eggs. The animals born on the farm start hatching. He thinks that it was not yet known that while working in India, they start laying eggs on the shirts and cannot be picked up from outside. The ration of the chickens is stopped. For 5 days, they lay down their arms and then come down and start laying eggs. Rather, the chickens are pressurized to lay as many eggs as possible so that they get maximum profit. Similarly, Napoleon steals a lot of precious wood lying idle in the farm. Frederick, well, before this, Napoleon himself had accused Frederick and the other farm owner of making Snowball. Now, we'll understand the animal. But friends, the thing is that Frederick is also a clever farm owner, clever person. He buys wood from Napoleon and in return gives fake notes to it. When Napoleon comes to know about it, he thrashes him hot and starts making plans to take revenge. But before he takes revenge, the friends of the friend request attack him. blow up the windmill with gunpowder. They attack the people standing near the windmill and injure them, run away. This battle is also declared a victory. The animals are told that this battle has actually been won under the leadership of Napoleon by naming it Battle of the Windmill. There is a celebration for 2 days that we have won. Napoleon and his companions have adopted the ways of humans. They wear clothes like humans, drink alcohol, sleep on beds made by humans. Napoleon starts smoking a pipe like humans, often inebriated. However, once, alcohol had taken him close to death, and being his death, he also declared that whoever drinks alcohol be punished severely. But as soon as his health improves, he says, "So I will also drink. Everyone else is also." When the matter reaches this point, some animals start taking birth in animals. Some animals go and try to read the 7 commandments, see if whatever Napoleon is doing is according to those commandments or not. By that time, all the commands have been changed. Changes the command. Keeps on changing. Keeps on adding words. For example, no animal will kill any other animal. It is written next to it that killing without any reason has become okay in a way. Tell me, then it will be okay. It is written before the command of drinking alcohol that no animal will drink too much alcohol. Instead of saying that all animals are equal, the new command is written in such a way that all animals are equal, some animals, more equal than others. The pigs and dogs have a higher status than other animals. They are equal to each other. So friends, in this way, the commandments change and vanish in the form of a revolution. During this, the windmill has been completed for the 3rd time. Now, instead of producing electricity from it, only the fodder cutting machine is run. Most needed is the windmill. A real dream that was shown to listen. 3 days of work and 4 days of rest. Enjoy life. But patience is completely lost. Even after the windmill, the animals have to work indiscriminate. Then, friends, one day the health of the strongest horse, Boxer, deteriorates. This horse had worked so hard during the production of the windmill, he would wake up before other animals, would lift maximum weight by working. Morale of other animals would increase. It was in response to every spice. He used to say that, "I will make this situation worse by reducing it more than before." Along with that, he is also very fond of Napoleon's leadership. So he used to talk. He always used to say that whatever Napoleon says is right. Comrade Napoleon is always right. And when his health deteriorates, Napoleon sends him on his horse. So Boxer is also going to be a victim of it. Butcher starts taking Boxer in a horse cart, then a donkey. Benjamin, who has the biggest riding in the lower part of the animal, reads that they are going to kill him. He creates a ruckus. The horse cart in which Boxer is being taken has written on it that this is the cart of butchers. The animals try to stop this cart, but are unable to do so. The news of Boxer's death also reaches the farmhouse. The animals are again misguided on this pretext. Wheeler declares that it is a lie, that Napoleon has sent Boxer to the butcher. The cart carrying him was actually a hospital cart. Boxer's last rites were performed by a donkey. "I was present at his bedside for a moment," Wheeler says. It is a lie, but he says that this was the last time for Boxer. Comrade Napoleon is always right. The animals once again believe this in their simple hearts and start repeating the same thing. During this time, many animals of the Revolution era have died. Many new animals, new breeds, have come in their place. Only a few of the old animals are alive. There is a mare, Clover. There is a donkey named Benjamin who understands him very well. Here, friends, let me tell you that Benjamin is a very interesting character of this novel. He doesn't speak much, but he is very right. You also know about Boxer's death, that he started it. Benjamin was actually suspicious of the revolution from the very beginning. He thought that the condition of the animals would never change. When the windmill was being built, Benjamin used to say that nothing will change from it. Life will go on like this. These two, Benjamin and Clover, have become very old. They're not being retired according to the profit of the farm. All these club members are not yet retired. Later, the animals told me that there was a retirement age for animals. For example, retirement age of horses, 10 years. Retirement age of other animals, cows and sheep, etc. Also, place was reserved in the farm that an old retired animals would be built here where they could easily spend their last days. But after the establishment of Napoleon's rule, his dictatorship, the matter of retirement of animals put on hold. Despite reaching the top of the diamond, the animals keep on working. The place of their old home is occupied by the pigs, and the animals start growing there so that they can be fed. So, friends, in the end of the war, Napoleon disappears, taking all the secrets with him. After a few days, sheep return, and a new song is sung forth. First sing and the chorus like a post. They keep chanting and grazing. Words of this song are, 4 legs good, 2 legs better. 4 legs are good, 2 legs are even better. That is the old commandment. 4 legs good, 2 legs bad. Over. After this, everyone sees that Napoleon, Squealer, and all the pigs start walking on the leg. All the pigs also hold whips in their hands and start taking money forcibly from the animal. After some more time, the animal farm is opened for humans as well. The owners of the neighboring farms come and start to run this. Then at night, there is a party inside. Now the mare Clover and some other animals go secretly to see what is happening inside. One room, all the pigs and humans are playing cards together. Pilkington is also included in this. Was the enemy of the animal. Napoleon used to preach against him that he has made Snowball his lover and is making love. Now Pilkington is president of this gathering and is saying that we have learned a lot from the management of the animal. Here, by giving very little ration to the animal, they are taking more work from it. This is the method. Now outside the window, all the animals listening to all this with great interest. The biggest shock is felt during Napoleon's speech. Napoleon stands up and says that whatever you hear there, we have changed the name of Animal Farm to its old name, Banner Farm. Revolution of animals also returns from the flag. Look, see the mark of their own mark. Skull of Old Major, fallen animals used to march remembering the revolution. Also been buried. Common animals, others as comrades, etc., will end this very soon. The animals present outside the window get very disappointed. Bowing their heads start going toward. Suddenly they hear sounds of fighting, quarreling, and screaming. They come back and look at the window, where the pigs and humans are fighting and arguing with each other for some mistake in the cards. The surprising thing is not that they are there, rather it is the fact that they are not able to identify who is the pig, who is the human among the fighters, because now everyone's faces are the same. It has become difficult to identify them. It is impossible. Friends, the story ends here, but a good story never ends. By changing the names of the characters in this way, you can make it the story of your era. Even today, there is a big family in it. There is a Napoleon, or a Snowball. Some common people are playing the role of sheep. We'll also see horses in it. We'll also see Molly in it. Somehow escapes from it. Saves her life. We'll also see a Benjamin with his ticket and an old skull. Same a game of power is going. Friends, do give us your opinion about this story and video in the comments so that and more such classics. Thank you for watching.